Welcome, WrestleRanters, to WrestleRant edition number 18, another jam-packed edition for you here today on October 25th, 2011, with last night's controversial Monday Night Raw, as well as the underwhelming Vengeance event this past Sunday. So let's get to work. I don't have enough time to run down each match on the Vengeance card, but my initial thoughts on the event were that it definitely exceeded my original expectations. Going into this, seeing that WWE has had a pay-per-view, 3 pay-per-views in the past month and a half, it certainly took away from the pay-per-view as a whole, seeing that we've seen these matches so many times. A lot of these were rematches. There were no title changes, which is I'm okay with that, especially seeing that the WWE Championship has changed hands every single pay-per-view since Money in the Bank. So, but the action definitely was solid all night. The storytelling was a little but the action was solid all night, which kept it enjoyable, kept the fans entertained, and the results are something a little left to be desired. Hopefully going to the Survivor Series next month when they build up the 25th anniversary of the Survivor Series event with the return of The Rock in action. And now that we know that he will be teaming with John Cena in the main event against Awesome Truth. So that looks to be a very great pay-per-view, but we had great action, as I just said. A unique finish, the Mark Henry and Big Show match, the World Heavyweight Championship. They were doing just fine before the finish. I didn't see the need for the finish of the ring collapsing, seeing that we saw the same thing with Brock Lesnar back in 2003. A lot of people still remember that, obviously, despite the young fan base. So I didn't see the need in order to copy that of 2003. It kind of took away from the moment of Vengeance and back in 03 with Lesnar, even though they did mention him by name as Lawler on commentary. But I do like that the title is still on Henry, and I guess they will be continuing this feud in the near future. And they are playing up the injuries, which is a key role in this entire angle. And also in the main event, we had the WWE Championship successfully defended for the first time since Capital Punishment, when Alberto Del Rio defeated John Cena in a last man standing match in a unique atmosphere when the ring collapsed in the previous match between Henry and Show. So Del Rio and Cena were forced to adjust to this new environment. I thought this was a very entertaining match. Last man standing matches usually are very boring, seeing that your opponent has to be down for a 10 count. It's usually very predictable. But I'm very glad that Cena did not regain the title here tonight, even though he did look like Superman, having to be taken down by 4 superstars and Ricardo Rodriguez, Del Rio, and Awesome Truth. So that was the only aspect of this match that I did not like. But the action was very entertaining, very nice spots all around the arena. They fully utilized that aspect of the match. So I'm very glad this left a very good taste in my mouth going into Survivor Series and Monday Night Raw on the following night. So last night, October 24th, 2011 edition of Monday Night Raw, we kicked it off with a promo from Triple H. I'm liking this feud between Triple H and Nash. I would wish that they would go back between the feud between Nash and Punk that they left off on 2 months ago, or last month or whatever. But I guess CM Punk has nothing to gain from it at this point, seeing that he's no longer as hot as he once was. So they can definitely go back to that at some point in time. For the WWE Championship, we saw that Triple H ended up taking out Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash ended up taking out Triple H earlier in the broadcast, and we saw that Kevin Nash had his actions to be explained when he was taken out by Triple H with a sledgehammer backstage. The commercial breaks kind of took away from this aspect of the overall show, seeing that Triple H was tied up to an ambulance chair, so that kind of took away from me. But overall, it does help build Triple H's absence from television in consecutive weeks going up to Survivor Series. Hopefully we see these two on separate teams or whatnot. And Kevin Nash's eventual return to the ring come Survivor Series or any other edition of Monday Night Raw. But hopefully we see the game return in consecutive weeks and we see this rivalry continue to unfold. So in the first match tonight, it was a tag team match between 4 SmackDown superstars. Randy Orton teamed with Sheamus, former Hell in a Cell rivals, to defeat the team of Christian and Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental Champion, in a very good bout that, even though the commercial break kind of took away from it 2 minutes into the bout. But the result of this match was a little left to be desired, seeing that the heels needed the win after this past Sunday's Vengeance event when Orton and Sheamus emerged victorious. So Cody Rhodes and Christian need to regain heat at this point if they have any chance of pursuing this rivalries, or both these rivalries at this point, and I'm hopefully anticipating a future rematch between these 4 competitors this Friday night on SmackDown, if such is in the cards. After that, we had a match between the United States Champion Dolph Ziggler and Santino Marella, which really did nothing for me. We all know Dolph Ziggler would emerge victorious. Santino Marella absolutely means nothing at this point since his return. Jack Swagger was present at ringside, as well as Victor Guerrero. It seems that Dolph Ziggler is being underutilized in my perspective, seeing that he is capable of much, much more. He has world championship potential. He can hopefully move up the card in the next couple of weeks, seeing that his feud with Mason Ryan is apparent. Hopefully he can get Mason Ryan over in the ring. I don't want to see Mason Ryan take the United States Championship. More than likely he will, seeing that Vince McMahon has an obsession with big athletes. So hopefully they can bring on a good match and a much longer match than what we saw last week on Monday Night Raw. So after that, we had a promo between CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio. And after Del Rio retained the WWE Championship, it was highly rumored and discussed that CM Punk would be the next challenger for the WWE Championship come Survivor Series. And that has finally come to fruition, unofficially as of next week, but we'll have to see about that. But I'm glad that CM Punk got back the mic time that he has lost in the last couple of months. Del Rio did look good here as well, even though it wasn't really a celebration. But these two could bring on a strong rivalry if they do, in fact, meet at Survivor Series over the WWE Championship. Hopefully we see these stretch out at the end of the year. Punk taking the title off of Del Rio at the conclusion of 2011, and Punk going to WrestleMania 28 as WWE Champion. As far as John Laurinaitis' involvement in this segment, he wasn't really needed as far as the rivalry goes, seeing that he is a heat machine. He doesn't need it at all. His mic skills are absolutely awful. So I'm not seeing what his purpose is in this entire feud. Hopefully we see him lessened on the show overall, and we do not see him as much as we do right now. After that, we saw a very short match between Alicia Fox and Natalya. It seems that Natalya is always the lesser one of the Divas of Doom, seeing that Beth Phoenix is always at ringside for Natalya matches. Yet Natalya can't pick up a win against Alicia Fox, Kelly, Eve Torres, whoever it may be. I'm not sure about this push for Alicia Fox. I guess she is the only one that is over at this point in order to challenge Beth Phoenix to the Divas Championship. Seeing that Kelly and Eve have earned their respective shots and have already gotten them. So I guess Alicia Fox is a legitimate choice. The new entrance music for Alicia Fox is absolute garbage, and the match was decent with a roll-up by Fox. So hopefully we see this rivalry unfold in coming weeks. I'm not really anticipating a Divas Championship match between the two, come Survivor Series, TLC, or wherever they may meet. But I'm hopefully looking for Beth Phoenix to retain no matter what the result. After that, we had a random match between Wade Barrett and John Morrison. This match is felt like more filler than anything else in the show. Wade Barrett has meant little to nothing in recent weeks, besides the fact that he defeated Daniel Bryan on SmackDown this past Friday night SmackDown. This match was good for what it was. The botch at the end for the finish, when Barrett caught Morrison, dropped him, and then picked him back up for the Wasteland, took away from this match, definitely, much like Anderson botched his spot back at Bound for Glory a couple weeks ago. But hopefully this means for a new push for Wade Barrett, and going into Survivor Series, maybe we can see him take a more prominent role, maybe re-engage in that rivalry with Daniel Bryan over the Money in the Bank briefcase. And John Morrison absolutely means nothing at this point after picking up yet another loss. There are strong rumors that he is going to TNA. I highly doubt that at this point, seeing that R-Truth was said about the same thing before he turned heel and received the biggest push of his career. So we'll have to see about John Morrison in coming weeks. After that, we had a short promo from Michael Cole, seeing that he called out Jim Ross for a match and a Michael Cole challenge next week live on Monday Night Raw. Seeing if Michael Cole loses, JR will take back his place on commentary. Now, I recently read that Michael Cole takes jabs at Jim Ross because Jim Ross, I guess, apparently spikes ratings for Raw every time he comes on television. So I'm happy to hear that, but hopefully this angle leads to Jim Ross taking his permanent role back on commentary, replacing Cole. Cole can go back to SmackDown, stay there forever, I don't really care, as long as Jim Ross is on commentary on Raw, adding to the product as it continues. So in the main event, we had John Cena tag teaming with Zack Ryder against the team of Awesome Truth before Zack Ryder was attacked by Awesome Truth before the match began, so it became a handicap match subsequently. And then John Cena went on to defeat Awesome Truth by disqualification. Now, seeing that John Cena is portrayed as the Superman of the WWE, and that he was nearly about to beat the team of Awesome Truth without the help of Zack Ryder or anyone else for that matter, why would we need to see John Cena tag team with The Rock at Survivor Series if he can handle them all by himself? I'm a little less intrigued to see that John Cena and Rock are going to be tag team together come Survivor Series. I was looking forward to a 5-on-5 tag team match rather than what was originally scheduled. And then Awesome Truth is going to be them by themselves. In an all-perfect world, we could see John Cena turn heel on The Rock, especially with his new black uniform that he debuted on Vengeance. But I doubt WWE Creative is that smart in order to pursue something of that texture or whatever. So I definitely see Awesome Truth putting over the team of John Cena and Rock, promoting their WrestleMania, or pending WrestleMania 28 match in Miami next April. So overall, a very good edition of Monday Night Raw. The action as a whole was pretty good. It definitely was a nice relaxing edition off of Vengeance this past Sunday, very jam-packed. We had the beginning of new storylines, the continuation of others, and definitely some hype going in Survivor Series, which is what I like to see, seeing that Survivor Series is one of the big four. So that is it for Raw, the Raw review of October 24th, 2011. So in a couple of hours, I will be posting my weekly Raw review up on my website, nextairwrestling.weebly.com. And also make sure to tune in to the Ring Rust Radio hosted by Bleacher Report featured columnist Donald Wood. I will be appearing on that, as well as other obliged writers on the Bleacher Report site. Very talented writers, got some thoughts on Vengeance, WWE, UFC. It's a very exciting time, so I highly suggest checking that out. As well as I will be starting a new project with Bleacher Report writer Ben Gartland, Sir Ben Gartland. You can follow him on Twitter at Sir Ben Gartland. And we will be starting a new project, a radio show for his school newspaper, where we will be reviewing wrestling as it goes on weekly. So I will be excited to pursue that, coming in a couple hours actually. And also make sure not to forget to follow me on Twitter at save_us_GSM. As I said before, visit my website at nextairwrestling.weebly.com for all the latest WWE, TNA, rumors, recaps, reviews, and more. As well as visit my Bleacher Report profile for all the latest articles, all my latest work. I will be pursuing two projects this week, hopefully on Beth Phoenix, a 15 slideshow on Beth Phoenix, as well as a Halloween tribute to the 15 scariest, creepiest competitors in WWE history. And as well, also, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment on this video. Highly appreciate your feedback, as always. So, hopefully you guys enjoy your week. Make sure to check out all my links, as I said before, as I just promoted. So, this is Bleacher Report featured columnist GSM, signing out.